Ever wondered how well teenagers understand the concept of financial responsibility? Well, today we dive into this intriguing topic. This is more than just about money. It's about preparing our teens for the real world, equipping them with vital skills they'll need as adults. The importance of teaching teenagers about financial responsibility cannot be overstressed. The sooner they learn, the better they will be at managing their finances in the future. Now, there's a common misconception floating around that teens are not interested or capable of understanding financial responsibility. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Teens are eager to learn and quite capable of grasping complex concepts given the right guidance. It's our job to provide that guidance, to steer them toward a future where they are not just financially responsible, but also financially savvy. By the end of this video, teenagers will not only understand financial responsibility but also master the art of negotiation. You've probably heard of the term negotiation, but what exactly does it mean in the context of financial responsibility? Well, let's break it down. Negotiation is a process where two or more parties with different needs and goals discuss an issue to find a mutually acceptable solution. It's like a diplomatic dance where you and the other party find a middle ground. Now, why is it important in daily life? Think of it this way. Every day we negotiate. We negotiate with our friends on where to hang out, with our siblings on who gets the last slice of pizza, and yes, even with our parents about our allowances or pay for chores. For teenagers, this is an essential skill to learn. It helps you express your needs and understand others' perspectives. It also equips you with the ability to make fair deals, which is a valuable life skill. Yes, negotiation skills can come in handy even for teenagers. Now, let's understand how to negotiate effectively. Step 1 in any negotiation process: preparation. Never enter into negotiations unprepared. Now let's dive into that a bit more. You see, preparation is like the secret sauce to a successful negotiation. It's like studying for a test. The more you know, the better you perform. When it comes to negotiating your pay for chores and allowances, you need to be ready with facts and figures. Imagine walking into a negotiation without any idea about the value of the chores you're doing. It's like stepping onto a football field without knowing the rules of the game. You wouldn't do that, would you? No, you wouldn't. And that's why preparation is paramount. Start by researching the value of your chores. Yes, chores have value too. Think about it. If you weren't doing them, someone else might have to be paid to do them. So what's a reasonable amount to ask for? Let's say you're doing the dishes, taking out the trash, and mowing the lawn. Figure out how much time each task takes and what a fair hourly rate might be. Next, decide what you believe is a fair pay. This is where your personal judgment comes into play. You need to balance what you think your time and effort are worth with what your parents are likely to agree to. Remember, you're aiming for a win-win situation. And don't forget to consider the bigger picture. Are there other benefits that come with doing these chores, like learning responsibility or contributing to the family? Sometimes these non-monetary rewards can be just as valuable. Once you've done your homework, it's time to practice your pitch. Practice makes perfect, after all. Present your case in a clear and confident manner. Show them you mean business. So, there you have it. Preparation is all about knowing your worth, understanding the task at hand, and being ready to present your case. It's about setting the stage for a successful negotiation. Remember, preparation is your secret weapon in negotiation. Now, on to step 2. Once you're prepared, it's time for the discussion phase. This is where the rubber meets the road, folks. It's where preparation meets opportunity, and where you get to put all that hard work into action. Now remember, this isn't about storming into the living room demanding a raise in your chore pay like some Wall Street tycoon. No. This is about respectfully and thoughtfully presenting your case to the people who have probably changed your diapers and taught you how to tie your shoes, your parents. Start by setting the stage. Choose a time when everyone is relaxed and open for a conversation. Then lay out your findings. You've done your research, so share what you've learned about the value of chores, the going rates, and how you match up. Remember, this isn't a monologue, it's a dialogue. After presenting your case, invite your parents to share their thoughts. They might have perspectives or concerns you haven't considered. Maybe they're worried about your schoolwork suffering, or maybe they have budget constraints. Whatever it is, it's important to listen and understand their viewpoint. Now, when proposing your desired pay, be reasonable. Don't ask for $1 million for taking out the trash. Instead, propose a rate that reflects the effort and time you put into your chores. And here's a pro tip. Consider offering something in return. Maybe you could take on an extra chore or improve your grades. This shows that you're not just asking for more, but you're willing to give more too. Remember, negotiation isn't about winning or losing, it's about finding a solution that benefits everyone. So, be respectful, be understanding, and most importantly, be patient. Negotiations take time and they might not always go in your favor, but don't worry. Even if you don't get the pay raise you desired, you've learned a valuable skill that will serve you well in the future. You've learned how to negotiate, and that, my friends, is priceless. The discussion phase is all about presenting your case and understanding the other person's viewpoint. Next up, step 3. After discussing, it's time to clarify and justify your proposal. Now, what does that mean, you ask? Well, let's break it down. Clarification is all about making sure everyone's on the same page. It's about answering any questions your parents might have about your proposal. Maybe they're wondering why you think you should get a pay increase for mowing the lawn. Maybe they're curious about how you came up with your proposed rate. Whatever their questions or doubts may be, it's important that you address them with honesty and clarity. Justification, on the other hand, is about backing up your proposal with solid reasons. Let's say you've proposed a pay rate of $10 for each hour spent on chores. You need to justify why you deserve this rate. Maybe you've researched and found out that this is the average pay for similar chores. Maybe you've been doing extra chores without any additional pay. Or maybe you've been saving up for something and need the extra cash. Remember, the key to successful negotiation is patience. It might take some time for your parents to understand and accept your proposal. It's essential that you remain calm and patient throughout the process. Now, let's talk about feedback. Feedback is a gift even when it doesn't feel like it. When your parents give you feedback on your proposal, they're not trying to shoot you down, they're trying to help you improve. So listen to their feedback with an open mind. If they have valid points, be willing to adjust your proposal accordingly. Justification and clarification are not about winning or losing, they're about reaching a mutual understanding and agreement. They're about showing respect for the other party's perspective and finding a middle ground that benefits everyone involved. So, there you have it. Clarification and justification are crucial parts of negotiation. They help ensure that your proposal is well understood and well received. And they pave the way for a successful negotiation outcome. Clarification and justification can make or break your negotiation. Now for the final step. The final step in the negotiation process is reaching an agreement and concluding the negotiation. Your journey into the world of negotiation has been a thrilling roller coaster so far, hasn't it? But now we're at the peak, the moment we've all been waiting for, the agreement. Now, the agreement is not merely about saying yes or no. It's about finding a middle ground where both parties feel satisfied. Imagine you're on a seesaw. You wouldn't want to be stuck up in the air or down on the ground. You'd want a balance. That's what we're aiming for here. A balance between what you need and what your parents are willing to give. So how do you reach this golden middle ground? Well, it's all about compromise. You might want to vacuum the house for $20, but your parents might only be willing to pay $10. Instead of closing the negotiation here, you could offer to vacuum the house and mow the lawn for $20. This way, you're adding value to your chores and making it a win-win situation for both you and your parents. But here's something crucial to remember. Negotiation isn't just about the here and now. It's also about maintaining a positive relationship for future negotiations. You don't want to win a battle only to lose the war. So, even after you've reached an agreement, it's important to maintain good relations. Show appreciation for your parents' time and consideration and always follow through on your commitments. Remember, trust is a key factor in successful negotiations. Wrapping this up, let's not forget that negotiation is a skill, and like any skill, it requires practice. If you don't succeed at first, don't be discouraged. Keep trying, keep learning, and keep growing. Every failed negotiation is just another stepping stone towards success. And there you have it, the 4 steps to successful negotiation. Remember, negotiation is a skill that requires practice, so don't be discouraged if you don't succeed at first. So, what have we learned today? Quite a lot, actually. We've taken a deep dive into the world of financial responsibility and negotiation, arming you with skills that will serve you well in life, not just in your teen years. We began by understanding what negotiation is, a process of discussion to reach an agreement. Then, we walked through the 4 crucial steps to successful negotiation: preparation, discussion, clarification, and justification, and finally, agreement and conclusion. In preparation, we stress the importance of knowing your worth and the value of your chores before heading into the negotiation. During the discussion phase, remember to be respectful, and listen to the other party's perspective. The clarification and justification step is about being clear on your stance, while the final step, agreement and conclusion, is about finding a middle ground that benefits both parties. Now it's time to put these skills into action. Start practicing these skills in your day-to-day life. Remember, understanding financial responsibility and mastering negotiation skills are important tools for life. See you in the next video.